Hello everyone, my name is Irina Shiglova and I represent HEC Moscow. And today, together with my colleagues Ksenia Velkova and Oksana Dryomova, we would like to share the results of the SERU COVID survey conducted at HEC last year. And we're going to discuss the challenges of distance learning to student mental health. Supporting students' well-being and mental health is a strategic priority for universities in many countries. As research shows, mild depression and stress could lead to high risks of emotional disorders or nervous breakdowns. And students who can't balance their well-being and don't receive prompt support are more likely to drop out of university or express different behavior. Spring 2020 was a turning point for all higher education institutions around the world. The pandemic COVID-19 served as a natural experiment of fully digitalized learning environment. And it can be said that spring 2020 with the distance learning became the new normal. And all universities, with no exception, had to move classes online. And for Russian universities, it was a sudden change, unexpected change. There were neither students nor instructors had time to prepare mentally and physically. Therefore, the issue of students at Russian universities, the issue of mental health became a more serious concern. And as research shows, distance learning may disrupt sleep cycles, causing headaches, lack of attention, and demotivation. Adjustment of sleeping habits in order to attend online classes, which may lead to health issues. The increased use of electronic devices may cause sleeping problems as well and give rise to tidiness, procrastination, and poor time management. Increased screen time for non-educational activities is connected with depression, anxiety, and stress. Feelings of loneliness and isolation due to the lack of face-to-face communication. However, we can mention some positive impact of distance education. It may help students feel calm during classes and more stimulated to study in safe, comfortable places. It may relieve students' anxieties connected with face-to-face discussion and help them practice self-discipline through self-paced learning. Since the studies show mixed results and we need more evidence of the negative impact of the online education on students' mental health, we conduct our study to investigate the link between the shift of distance learning and students' mental health. And we use the data collected through the survey SERU COVID-19, which were conducted at HEC in June 2020, and we take the patient health questionnaire embedded in the survey to screen students' depression, and we also take students' responses about their positive and negative experiences of distance learning. Our sample is 2,717 undergraduate students, 73% are females, and half of the sample are first and second year students. And as our results show, the majority of students indicated that they experienced stress during June 2020. 85% were feeling nervous, anxious, and 36 were feeling down, depressed, or hopeless for several days. 41% had little interest in doing things for several days, and 22% were not able to stop worrying nearly every day. Distance learning were very hard to manage for our students. 90% of them mentioned obstacles, and the most common obstacles were a lack of communication with other students, lack of motivation for online learning, lack of access to instructors. However, not everything was so bad, and we did find some surprising benefits of distance learning. For example, 74% of surveyed students had positive experiences. 43% had more time for studying, 32% enjoyed learning in the distance format, and 30% were able to attend online classes more regularly than offline classes. And we also noticed that students who scored higher on symptoms of stress indicated more obstacles during the distance learning. And students who scored lower for stress mentioned more benefits for distance learning. And the similar results were also found in US universities. As we can see, this time was very stressful and painful for all universities around the world with no exception. But this pain can lead to new developments and innovative initiatives. And I just would like to mention some of them. For example, HEC University launched the HEC Minecraft project, and it's an online project that brings together students to all HEC campuses under one virtual roof. Neoma Business School launched a fully digital campus that allowed to mirror all interactions and atmosphere of real campus. Tsinghua University in China ran a series of online extracurricular activities when students had to exercise for at least 1 hour at home on a daily basis under the supervision of a trainer. So all these initiatives, they were aimed at supporting students in these difficult times. And here I stop. I would like to thank you for your attention. And if you would like to learn more about the results of the SERU COVID survey at HEC, please follow this reference. Thank you again.